Welcome, City Skylines players and fans, back to Capital City. This is video number 50 on my channel, and also we are finishing up the airport project. This is the last video directly connected to the airport. Obviously, there'll be some detailing and maybe some stuff around the airport, but this is the last thing that actually connects to the airport, so to speak. Last video we did the museum here, and a video before that we did the headquarters for the airline and some civilian hangars over there. So let's go ahead and get started on this one. First thing we're going to do is turn down the resolution here. Using dynamic resolution. Just my mouse works better movement in the city, and better frames per second with it down. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we are going to build a kind of like an interceptor base, I guess, a small Air Force base. Nothing really elaborate, just a couple hangars, a few jets, maybe like the presidential jet would be there. Some high dignitary jets, diplomatic jets, that type of stuff would be here also. But obviously this wouldn't be like the main defense for the whole capital city area, but this base would be here for kind of a last ditch type of thing. But I just thought it would be cool to have one, have that connected to the airport. So what we're going to do, we're going to create that right here. Let's see. Turn anarchy on. Okay, so it's still going to destroy the fence, but that's fine. We're going to do that anyway, so go ahead and grab another fence here. Pull that to the road. Pull that one to the road. Obviously, we need a guardhouse, gatehouse, and I selected the wrong item there. There we go. So we'll use the typical. I could use the toll roads, but I'm going to go ahead and just kind of make my own here, and I use these right here. I think these are all vanilla toll booths. I think they came with mass transit, part of the toll booths. When you get the toll booths in the game, these props come with the game. So I think I'm going to, or with the DLC. So I'm going to go ahead and use these. There we go. And then maybe, yeah, maybe we connect, bring this fence all the way down. Because I wouldn't think there'd be very many people, if any, walking into the space. Yeah, that would be kind of silly, I think. Might happen, but. And then we'll grab a Humvee. Yeah, I like this one better. Maybe park that there. about there. Alright, and I really haven't given too much thought, so I'm just kind of winging this to see how. I do think that we're going to connect the taxiway for this base right here. Yeah, maybe right here and right here. So there'll be an intersection right here. I think that's what we're going to do. And this is all going to be props and paint and surface tools, I guess, is the best way. I'm not going to use any of the actual taxiways or anything like that. I'm just going to paint all this on here. But I did download some bearings from the workshop here. And these military buildings, they work as residential, and there's a couple of them that work as low density commercial and low density residential, obviously. But they look good, very good for what we need, very, very good for what we need. So let's go ahead and bring the road. And I'm thinking we'll create a residential block here. And then maybe use these barracks. I forgot some of these are actually commercial. Yeah, see, this is a commercial, so we don't want that in there. Make sure that's not a commercial also, and it is. Alright, there we go. So I'm thinking we'll do basically just the same thing on the other side. Maybe in different orders here. Buildings. Although the military tends to be a little more strict than that. Every building would probably be exactly the same, or at least there would be some sort of consistency or order to them, but I think we're just going to put them in there kind of randomly. Maybe they were added over time or something, but I think that looks great there with those. And then I'm thinking maybe we'll put a parking lot in here. Let's see, we'll do... That's actually the perfect size there. And that was not planned, but that worked out very, very nice there. And then maybe we can get a footpath through the center of this, maybe. Maybe not. Just put them between the buildings. we'll leave that for now, actually. But I think that looks good there. Perfect. That works. So maybe see if we can use my favorite decoration here. It's ploppable grass. I'm not sure if it works. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. So what we may do is just go ahead and leave that the way that is. Kind of like that. And then maybe connect this road around. Pull that out just a little bit. Get those stairs on the sidewalk itself. Just like that. Alright. There we go. So we got a small neighborhood block here, and then I'm thinking right as you come in the gate, there would be kind of like maybe the kitchen or cafeteria. These commercial buildings here is what I'm thinking. So we'll put these right here. Let's see. I don't think that's commercial on it. Yes, it is. Alright. So I'm thinking those buildings would be right there. Because some people that live off base come in and they go to these stores and stuff because they get a discount. They get it at a better rate, a duty-free rate, that type of thing. No taxes and all that. So then I'm thinking maybe there would be some like warehouses or something over here. Nothing real fancy, just nothing huge, just some small warehouses that would fit in this area here. Delete this one. Use this one here. So maybe that's like maybe where the motor pool is, or maintenance for all the Jeeps and the equipment and stuff. Maybe that stuff's there. And then what we'll do on this side is we're going to put in the hangars for the jets and the control tower and things like that. So one other thing I was wanting to do here, these props are kind of like a guard tower here. I was thinking maybe put one right here, and then maybe one down right here, and then one right here. I'm thinking maybe we'll do a key or something along here in the detailing phase, but we'll come to that. So let's go ahead, and I'm thinking maybe we'll do another road. Yeah, let's just go 10, and then we'll just take it out of here, even though we probably won't need it that far. And then we'll go ahead and See if we can use here. Actually, we're going to put this large hangar in. I'm thinking right there, because the door's on. Oh, the door is on the opposite side. Okay, well, we'll turn that one around. Because I was wanting to do these like, yeah, like that. Is what I was wanting to do. So we'll just grab this one, let's move it, and swing this one around 180 degrees. There we go. And then I'm thinking, there will be a fence across here, which we'll get to that. So we'll have those hangars there, and then I'm thinking maybe this road would come down. And then there would be this larger hangar. As soon as I can locate it, here it is. Or second largest hangar is actually what I meant. That's the civil, that's that one. Yeah. So this would be right here. And then I'm thinking these military hangars here. If you saw my video with the aviation museum, we use these as kind of a extra extension to the building. Because they're kind of cool looking, so I used them to kind of extend the building out, just kind of make it look pretty neat. So we're going to bring a couple of these out here, and I'm hoping these are straight. We can always use to move it to, I'm thinking 4 will be fine, and they are not straight. So we'll see if this works. Grab these. Yeah, it didn't work. So, okay, so we'll have to grab them individually and move them back. There we go. Because what I'm thinking is that these would be like the alert aircraft, and the people would be based there. So these would be their barracks right here. Yeah, just like that. And then don't think we really need much more. Like I said, I really wasn't wanting to create that labyrinth of a base. Just maybe a couple aircraft, a couple larger cargo aircraft, and a tarmac and some alert aircraft, and that's really all I was wanting to do. I wasn't wanting to create that big of a base here. So we'll go ahead and Bring that road down, and then we'll need a control tower. I did download one. Like this. This is military ATC, air traffic control. Although I did not realize how low it's set. That's not going to work. So what we're going to have to do, I guess we will bring that out here. And then we'll put that tower so that way I can see around. The only place that would be in a shadow and it wouldn't be able to see would be right in here. They couldn't see there, but the rest of the tarmac right here, and then obviously these two runways, and then the majority of these two runways, it would be able to see, which is really what their planes here would be using. Alright, so obviously we're going to use the surface tool to create the concrete taxiway and the tarmac and everything. So let's go ahead and grab some aircraft here. I'm thinking we're going to use F-22. That is currently my favorite plane. This is the wheeled. Yeah, it is. Okay. There's 3 versions when you download these. There's P2, which is Park 2. And then there's P2F, which means its landing gears is up and it's to be put in the air. So you can take like static photos of that type of thing. And then there is a P2B, which has the canopy open. And there's quite a few of these planes that have different versions. And just like the A10 here has the same thing. But I only have, no, I do have them activated. There's the flight one, and then there's the one with the canopy open. Alright, so what we'll do, I'm going to go ahead and put the A10s in here. Because these really aren't alert aircraft. And I know this probably isn't very realistic when it comes to the way an Air Force would store their aircraft, but we're just kind of putting them in there. I think these would all have their individual hangars, maybe. They wouldn't build a hangar this big for these types of aircraft, but then I'm thinking maybe we'll use a cargo plane here. It's C-17, I believe. Yeah, C-17s. We'll have a cargo plane, which is almost, yeah, it fits in there. Have it in there. And then we'll have, that's the C5, which is a much bigger plane. I guess we'll go ahead and put that one in here also. Yeah, that works. And then maybe we'll have a few other jets sitting around on the tarmac. C-130. It's a small cargo plane. Put a couple of those out there, and then thinking maybe a couple of these F-16s. Although these would have little bunker hangars too, I would think. But put that one, and then yeah, I think that's what we'll. I think that's all we'll do, and then we'll do maybe a small parking lot down here. Actually, what I think I want to do is this would be way too many for the number of pilots that we have. So I'm thinking maybe we'll just use these. We'll just put parking spaces in between these barracks. So maybe we'll use just use those. That'll work just fine. And then we'll go ahead and grab these barracks and move them over to the Taxiway. We'll just use surface painter. And I think this entire area, because it's close to the tarmac, I think this entire area will just be concrete. So let's go ahead and form a line right here. And then we'll have to do some more detailing later as far as putting in fences and restrictions to keep cars from getting out onto the tarmac. Although there needs to be fuel trucks and stuff that would get out there. And then all this would be tarmac. Maybe not all the way over here. But all this would be a lot of concrete. Alright, and then so what I'm thinking, I'll go through and detail this later on. Obviously this will be perfectly straight. And then what I'm thinking is we will do a straight line across here. Alright, and then this isn't the most efficient way to do, but I do it this way because it uses, it doesn't use any props. It just, you just paint it on there, and I think it looks great. I don't really want this to be used in the game. Don't want any planes to use it or anything, so there's no point in laying down a taxiway. So I'll just paint it on here, and then when you zoom out, it looks like it's a taxiway. You can actually go in and paint some lines on there with some other decals. Alright, so let's go ahead and fix the fence here. So we'll get rid of section. Grab that. Pull that. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we probably wouldn't even need that fence anymore. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Because in all actuality, you really wouldn't need it. Yeah. Take that section out. Because you honestly don't need that. And then, yeah, these look like footpaths or roads, but they're not. They are actually just painted. Some of them, I take that back, some of them are actual networks, but a lot of them aren't. If I can get them to look good with the surface tool, I just use the surface tool, so I'm not using any nodes or segments on it. Alright, and then that, don't really like the way that, well, yeah, okay, we'll have to do that. So we'll leave that fence there, even though technically we really don't need it, but we will leave it there. And then we'll go ahead and maybe pull up some more of this asphalt right here. Definitely have to have patience to do this. And then, let's see here. Yeah, we do want to come down a little ways, so we'll come down to here. And I've looked at Air Force bases all over the world, and there seems to be a lot of extra concrete just kind of on the base. So I don't know whether they lay it for maybe expanding, possibility of expanding or building new hangars, or maybe there was old hangars there. But there just seems to be a lot of concrete, so I know this tarmac looks a little larger than it probably should be, but that's really how, patience. There we go. Click that up. There we go. So we're going to go in and, oh, I forgot a parking, we need some parking down here. I'm thinking maybe just a couple. We won't need that much. Maybe just one. Yeah, we'll just do one segment here is all we need. I don't even think we need that many, honestly, but just in case. And then I think we're going to put a key in. along the coast here. Run all the way down, just because I think they would probably want to control this coast and not have this as kind of a rocky, something where it'd be easy to climb. If you put a key in, it would be a straight vertical, so it would make it more difficult to climb up the edge of it. And then obviously we'll do some landscaping and stuff out here, probably just some small bushes, and bring a fence across, probably to the control tower right here. Matter of fact, we'll just go ahead and do that. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do that now. And I am just using the airport DLC fence just because I think it looks great for something that they would use, because it has the concrete barrier on the bottom. Let's go ahead and go over one more node. There's really nothing out here, so we're taking any space or anything. And that's almost to the coast. Thinking something like that. And then put in an empty key, one that doesn't have a fence or a walking path or anything on it. Just a sheer cliff off the side there would work fine there. And then if I want to do a little bit more research, I may put some more, just some more buildings sparsed out, just spaced out in here. Maybe do another block of roads right here. But I don't really think that this base would really require much more. I guess there would be maybe some more warehouses. Right here. Although that's kind of small. But I think that would probably be the only thing that would be here, maybe, is some warehouses, maybe for ordnance, supplies, that type of stuff. And then maybe a small administration building right here in this area here, which I guess we could find. Let's find something that goes in that. Something that looks appropriate. City morgue. I don't think that would be very appropriate. That kind of looks like a government building. Couple stories tall. To click at. We'll go ahead and add. Maybe we'll just add. This might be. Yeah, that's too big there. I think we might add. Let's do. One on this end, and then, of course, it's an odd number. And then maybe do that's this type of building I'm looking for. We will have to drop these a little bit to get rid of the boardwalk there, or the pier. There we go. And we'll fill that in with concrete. And I think that, yeah, that looks like something you'd find on a military base. Huge warehouse building. Yeah, most definitely. I don't know if I like that. And then maybe, these are all too big, yeah. And then maybe take, these small warehouses. Let's see, yeah. Then take these small warehouses and put these here. And then put these there, which I know is the exact same thing. Well, almost, but I think that works. I think that works great. And then maybe we'll do another barracks block, maybe a smaller one, or maybe one going this way. Yeah, and then a small green area, that type of stuff. But yeah, that I think that looks good there. Go ahead and fill in the concrete right here. And actually, I think there's doors over there. So I think this would all be concrete right here. Yeah. And then maybe grab some vehicles. Oh, may have to drop those down another segment. Let's see. And then if you look at military bases on Google Earth, there's Humvees all over the place, or at least American military bases. There's dozens of these things everywhere. Alright, and then the last thing I'm going to put down here is I want to grab fuel trucks. Thinking that there would be some fuel trucks in here in different locations. And then, I'm not sure if the military uses these or not. These are kind of like tractor machines, and they go around the front tire of these planes, and they're able to pull them around the tarmac, pull them in and out of hangars, and that type of stuff. I would assume they would use something like that to get the planes out of the hangar, especially these large planes. Some of the small planes, especially the alert fighters, they just kind of fire up the engines inside the hangars, I think, because the hangars are designed to do that, so they can't really hurt anything in there. Alright. Well, we are, I like to keep my videos at about 30 minutes or so. We're way over that, but this is kind of a lot of details and stuff, so I just wanted to go over this. Wanted to get this, looking really good before signing off here. Follow me on Instagram. I do post Instagram stills on there, and you get a full detail of everything, all detailed out, and you can take a look at it. Also, the next video, I usually kind of go over what I did the previous video after it's completely detailed out. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for sticking with me the entire video. Hit that like button if you like the content, and if you have any comments, have any suggestions for this particular base here, if you think something needs to change, or maybe you're in the military or used to be in the military and you think something needs to be tweaked a little bit, let me know. Hit that subscribe button to the channel for need all the support we can get, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.